Hello, welcome back to I'm on a Lockpick. Last episode we beat one world. Looks like we're back in the guest room. I don't remember leaving from here, but I guess leaving the game and coming back always sends you here, which makes sense. Anything new in the fridge? Oh wait, I can look in the cupboard. Ooh, nice. There's a bunch of bread. I was like, broad what? Bread and sandwich stuff in here. Jeez. Several flavors of chips as well. Those will be good while I'm on the go. Oh, and some hot pepper chips too. Really hot pepper chips. And when they're just right there, it makes me want to try one. Maybe I should save an experience like that for when I'm back home though. Maybe. Maybe indeed. Oh, I can climb on the fridge as well. I can jump really high, by the way. Like, I can hit the ceiling with my head. That's completely realistic, of course. Okay, so with one stone key, we can now open this thing on the right. Vault 2, the Rainy Vista. So yeah, I think there'll be a couple new mechanics introduced to us in this world. So let's give it all a go, I guess. Golden Gimmick. Tired of using the old same key colors? Try the Master Key. If you have the Master Key, you can press X to use it instead of a normal key. They open any door, no matter the color or size. If you change your mind about using one, just press X again. Also, yes, calling them gold keys is fine too. Well, I'm gonna call them Master Keys anyway. So yeah, I can't open anything. For example, I can't open this white door right now because I don't have any white keys, but a Master Key will suffice. So similarly here, I can't open the purple door, so I have to use the Master Key on it, which means I have to use the white key on the white door. Okay, and here's the actual puzzle. So the difficulty about this is that counting keys isn't really effective anymore, because this key over here has a value of basically any number you want, including infinity, I think. Does it include 0? We'll find out eventually. So yeah, how are we gonna logic our way through this? Well, I have one master key which won't get us through here, so we must open one of these and therefore lose it. Well, it seems logical that I want the lowest loss here. Sorry, I want the greatest gain or the lowest... Yeah, greatest gain or lowest lost. That's to say that the master key should allow me to achieve the greatest value? Well, that might not be true. Yeah, because, okay, if I went up here, the second master key has to be used here, and then the two keys I have will not make it through here. So how do I logic my way into figuring out that I need to go here first, besides just guessing? Is this some argument that I need to make about maximizing? Like, obviously this is the best move because it, uses the master key for the most value? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we can say that. Yes. Okay, we have 2 white keys here, which will open 2 of these 6 locks in total. Therefore, the 2 remaining master keys must account for 4 of those locks, and therefore it will be unwise for one master key to open 1 lock, because then the other master key has to open 3 locks, which doesn't exist here. So yes, we can logic our way out into saying that both master keys must be used to open the 2 locked doors. So I guess counting keys really is still effective. Sure, why not? Okay, level 2, contingency plan. I keep trying to enter the room by jumping, which is obviously not what we do. Even though it's tempting to use master keys on every door you find, you still have to plan for what to do after running out of them. Of course, on the other hand, some doors can only be opened with master keys, so sometimes it's necessary to use one. Yeah, so for example, we can mark here that we need a master key on this door, for example, because it's purple. And, well, the same goes for this door, and the same goes for this door, and the same goes for this door. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 master keys here. Actually, the same goes for this door as well. Actually, Doesn't the same go for this door, which requires 4 orange keys, but there's only 2 in the level? Yeah. So that's only 6. And I need 7. Sorry, I have 7, not I need 7. I have 7 master keys. So, lock counting again. The total number of locks we have is 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. And currently I have 9 white keys. This is a gain in 1. This is a gain of 1. There's so many things I could choose to not do here. For example, I could just completely skip this white door. But I can't... Can I? I don't know. There's a lot of things I can do here. Like, these require master keys, but I don't have to open them. These 4 I need to open, so I need at least 4. I need at least 4. These 6 white keys. I don't know. I mean, I said I need at least 4, and there are exactly 4 master keys. But that won't work, because right now I need to use all my master keys. So I can't use the 4 master keys outside of this area. I need to open this as well, which gives me 1, and I need to open this, which gives me 1. So these are essentially net zeros as well. So these are net zeros, which don't do anything, but this is not a net zero. This is 1 master key extra. Therefore, I need to have this. Yes, okay, so the logic is I cannot have these 4 be open individually on their own. I need to access this, which uses 1, but that means I need to access this, which uses 1, which then means I need to access this without using 1 here. I actually don't know the color I should use to say not master key here. I can always use white. I can always use like just a white circle. Sure. So yeah. Okay. Therefore, I mean, I need these 6 white keys, I guess. So the end goal appears to be 6 white keys for this, then this master key for that. So the 3 master keys will be used for this, and then after the net zeros, this as well. Which all works out fine. Yeah, I can also tell that these 2 master keys are used for these 2 doors, definitely. Which means I think I opened them last. Yeah. Well, the answer seems pretty straightforward at this point. Okay. There you go. So I just have to logic it out. I guess I could have guessed for this puzzle. It didn't really seem too much of a challenge to guess, but I did want to figure out exactly what was going on in that level and why there was only one way to resolve everything. Alright, the pyramid. Wowza, in the pyramid, sorry, it's a pyramid in this day and age. It's made of keys and doors. Should have figured. Looks pretty simple though. You just have to make it to the other side, right? Well, I say that, but like, what the heck are all these? These are doors without... Oh, hold on. These are doors without master keys. Sorry, without keys of their own color. There's no cyan key, pink key, blue key, or red key here. Aha, okay, I need to use this master key on one of these 4, which means that the 4 remaining master keys that exist have to all be used here. I can't use those master keys for anything else. Okay. Well, does it matter what I start with? I think it does, definitely. But, okay, the idea is I need to make it through the other side without having to use any of these guys. And the logic is, to make it to the other side, every key you collect needs to be used. Immediately, yes. Because once you open a door, you're only left with 1 key, and you must use that key, because you have nothing else to do. Therefore, I cannot at any point try to get through either of these 3 to get to the other side. I must take the middle path. Okay, middle path implies that I need to open this purple door. But there are no purple keys anywhere else right now except through the middle path. So this is purple and this must be opened with the master key. Okay. I feel like these three are net zeros in total. Because if I open all three of these at once, I end up with a green key again, which is definitely beneficial. Well, that could be another tunnel problem like we experienced before, but let's assume not for now. Like, here's a net zero, for example. Here's a white key I can use. I can make it through. Okay, and this master key that I have will get me one white key, which can open more stuff. Yeah, we're done. Okay, I see how it goes. So green key opens another master key, and then purple key opens the last one. And everything else is redundant. I wonder why this red door is here for. I guess it's just to confuse people. Because the red door is basically a wall. I guess if the red door counts as a wall since we're not opening it, we can use all the net zero arguments on that singular tunnel. Okay, that's 2A. Let's do 2-5? Yes, that's 2-4. Oh, sorry, I missed 2-4, of course. So 2-5. Sorry, 2-4. What am I saying? Limited budget. Hey, look! Should be more than ready for this one. Just count the locks, as always. Wait, there are master keys involved now. That sounds like it's gonna complicate things. So yeah, I mean, it would seem logical to use the master key on the highest cost doors. But I feel like that might be a mistake because in doing so, I may be forced to use white keys on extra stuff. Like if I just went through the middle route, right? 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3 is 12, which is definitely not good. So I can't take the obvious path. Okay, we have... well... we need to use 8. We can only use 8 white doors, I think. Sorry, what, 8? No. I could use a master key here if I made it through using only 2 master keys. And I feel like between these two, it has to be through the top route via either 2 master keys or 5 plus 1. Because the bottom route is not going to work. The bottom route is going to spend a lot of things. Maybe. Like, there's so much stuff I can... There's so many... Like, in each of these... choices, there's, like, one obvious choice. But combining them doesn't work. Is it due to the assumption that this has to be 3 white and not 1 master key? If this was 1 master key, then how would things go? Well... going through here... So what? This is... wait, hold on. Here's a thing I can do. This is 8 and this is 11. Ooh. 8. Actually, I have a better idea. It's to the bottom, isn't it? Okay, I need to figure out why this logic works, but yes, it's to the bottom. So why? Well, I do notice that this over here sums to this. Is there a certain efficiency I can like generalize here? Can I generalize some sort of efficient move? Because like the idea is that instead of going up the middle lane via one master key and one white key, and then using 5 whites and 1 master key here, that is a cost of 6 whites and 2 master keys. The bottom route is 5 here plus 2 master keys, so the bottom route is 5 and 2, which is less than this 6 and 2. But why? Is that just how it is? I mean, the idea is like the number of doors, I think. The master key's like power relies on the number of doors. The more doors there are, the worse. But the white keys, they're actually looking at the number of locks. So we want to look at the... We want to look at the path in which the, I guess, lock density is the lowest. Where you have the fewest locks jammed into a certain space. Like, this is very dense in terms of locks, I guess. So master keys are good at this, but regular keys are good at this. And this is inefficient because it uses both types. This only uses one type. I guess that's not really like rigorous. But at this point I'm kind of tired to like try and figure things out. So we'll just say we've got it and we'll move on. Alright, that's 2B. I want to look at 2.5. Expressionless. That blank looking door you see there is what's known as a blank door. These will only open if you have exactly 0 keys of the desired color, but they don't do anything special to your key count after opening. So yeah, they're just doors that you need 0 keys to enter through. And if you enter them, they keep your key count at 0. So here, for example, I will need to get to 0 like so, and then get 1 key like so, and the puzzle kind of just solves itself. It's just trying to tell us how blank works. Alright, level 2-6, seeing double. So many keys, so many doors. Despite that, the room is very nice and organized. If only the puzzle solution was always as cool as the room itself. So I need... Well, here's something interesting. You can actually open blank doors with master keys, like so. I wonder if there's anything interesting about that we could do. Yeah, for example, I'm pretty sure this just wins, because with these 4 keys I can open up and get 4 keys. 4 purple keys, and with 4 purple keys I get 4 orange keys, and with 4 orange keys I'm done. Yeah, okay, there you go. Now, I don't want to try and solve that logically, but I will say... if you try and solve the puzzle with that one interaction in mind, the answer just shows up. I think that's the entire point of the level here. This level wanted to introduce to you that you can open blank doors with master keys, and the puzzle becomes trivial once you make that assumption. Alright, triple countdown. Ooh, what an astounding surplus of keys. With so many keys, I bet you could easily open your way to the end. Wait a minute. Haha, it's all blank, so I need to lose every key I have. Well, okay, in this case, counting locks is also a good idea. Let's start by counting everything. So, let's start with white. There's 8 here. 10, 11, 14, 16, 22. So after doing this, I need to leave 7. 7... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I need to leave 7 yellow keys at the end of that. You know what, I'll just put the number down. I think cyan is the best color for this. Yeah, it's readable. So for red, 12, 13, 14, 16, 26, which means I need 11 locks left after opening 15 locks. And for blue, 12, yeah, 14, 16, 19, 20, 22, 32. So I need 17 after that. Wow, that's a lot. But okay, with that we can kind of start working on how we should do this already. So for example, we need the remaining locks in white to sum to 7. So clearly that means we need to open that. And, you know, because of that, we already need to lose this blue, obviously. For a similar reason, because we can only have 11 oranges left, we need to open orange door that costs 12. Ah, but I have some options here. Do I want to spend this or this? Okay. I realize that these are all... Ah, these are all even odd numbers. Even? Which means that to sum to 7, I'll need to dig into here. So I'm gonna have to eat away the 3, I think. Use it up. Because otherwise you leave 4 here and there's no other combination that gets you to an even number. So I need to eat away at the 3 and leave the 1 alone. Okay. I mean, I will mark this. Again, I can just eat my way through right now, but because there are multiple options to get through, I won't confirm that yet. I won't just go through here and say that, oh, I need to do that, because I could very easily just do this and achieve the same effect. So yeah, that loses us a cyan and an orange, which is good because that also affects their parities. Like, now that this is gone, we still need to leave an odd number of cyans. So this needs to stay. This needs to stay, meaning we're not opening any of this. Same for this. This guy needs to stay. Okay, and so we can already see that at this point we've already saved 7 oranges, meaning we need to save 4 more. The only combination is this one, so we also don't open that. We do open everything else, however. So I can do this right now. We need to save 7 white, and because we know we're leaving this guy alone, the only combination against the 7 is also this guy. So we also need to leave this guy alone. But that means collect everything else, so I can do this and that. Now we need to leave 17 blues. So we're leaving the 6 and the 12 and the 1, so that's 13. So we need 4 more, which is either these 2 or this guy. Okay, so that means I need to eat through this. Oh. I feel like there are multiple solutions here. Yeah, I could either eat both of these cyans, or I could just eat these 4. There are multiple ways to get through this. Fascinating. But yeah, okay, the logic in this one was very profound. It's a very nice level. Okay, 2-8. I believe 2-8 is the one on this side. Golden rule. Don't you know, the hot new trend for key and door puzzles is to make everything a multiple of 3. Well, maybe except for that master key. Also, I should correct myself, it's multiples of 3, not 6. Perhaps you weren't confused, but trust me, someone would have been. I don't know what this means, but okay, I'll keep going. So yeah, everything's a multiple of 3 now. And this is important because of the master key involved. Without the master key, everything could have just been divided by 3. But this master key is worth something. Actually, why not? Why couldn't we have divided everything by 3? Why couldn't we have done that? I actually have no idea. Why couldn't we have done that? Because wouldn't a master key work the exact same way here? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't see why just yet, but we'll figure it out eventually, I guess. Okay, so these look like net zeros. Nothing else here is a net zero, I don't think. Nothing else here looks like a net zero. But these are net zeros. This is a net zero. And it is 100% a net zero because... Or is it the master key not necessarily net zero anymore? This master key could gain us 3 science. Well, we need to lose 3 science for it. Actually, yeah, we need to lose 3 science for it. This master key is worth all of these, I think. It's bad. This master key cost all of these. The master key costs 3 orange, 3 purple, and 3 science. Because I need to lose these 3 to get 1 master key, and that's like a horrible trade. Because this master key can only open 1 door. So like, why in the world would I want to lose the ability to open 3 doors? I mean, it could be that I need to open this 12 cost orange door, which is why I need to be able to spend all of these to get the master key to open that. That's possible. Okay. What I can say though is that the cost of at least 3 makes this master key essentially a net zero when compared to this guy over here. I.e., we can just go and collect that, I think. This is a null move. Or the only... Oh, okay. Well, now, as per usual, I could have always opened this to get the master key. And I think I have to because the only possible next move is this, which doesn't... Well... I can proceed from here. And actually, this brings me back to the same amount. would that have been considered a null zero, I think? Sorry, a net zero? I think that's considered a net zero as well. Oh, okay. So if we can prove that we always need net zeros... Actually, hold on. This is a net zero before I forget. Actually, did I have 6 orange before? No. And actually, I had to have opened this first anyway. So yeah, this is a net zero. This is a true net zero. It's a double net zero, which is equal to 0, confusingly enough. But anyway. Okay, well, the only move I could possibly do here is the one here. This move is identical, but now I lose the ability to do anything. Whereas with this, I can now do this and open you. I can net 0. This is also a net 0, but it's a net 0 under a certain different circumstance. In which I can now open this. I will otherwise lose my ability to do that. Let's do this instead. Actually, I think this wins. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. I don't see the logic there, but I can determine that net zeros are always the optimal move in that case because it was a bunch of dead-end tunnels. Therefore, by doing all the net zeros, you are basically pretty much infinitely likely to get nearer to the... I don't know what I'm saying. The optimal move is typically always going to be a net zero. Oops. Wow. Alright, 210. We'll do up to 2-9. Sprawling tunnels. Ooh. Oh, that's 24. This costs 24, so doing this kills me. So I had to do that. Okay, there are some keys I can't avoid. Yeah, there might be incentive to avoid keys because of blank doors, so I could choose to not collect keys if I didn't want to. Like previously in World 1, you could always collect keys whenever you wanted, because there was no penalty for having excess keys. I've kind of forgotten to read the description. Here's a simple puzzle. Lots of keys and doors. Yep, that's a puzzle alright. It doesn't really look... It doesn't look like it's too hard to make progress in this puzzle, although I do note that there is one pesky door that might need some further consideration. Could it be the one key door here, which changes the parity of the entire puzzle? Yes, it requires the 5, so this is forced. You must collect this, so you can change your parity to open this door and still end up with 0. Therefore, eventually, I'll need the 24 to be open. But right now, there's basically no way I can do anything without leaving here. Like right now, I still can't open this orange door. Okay. This is a net 0, but is it really? Yeah, okay, the reason why net 0s may not be a good thing here is because this is a net 0, but it could also potentially be a -4, which I want in the case that maybe I want to open a blank door. I would like to go down to 0. Also at the same time, this orange key opens that. And it is the only odd key count here. So to actually open any of these blank orange doors, which is necessary, by the way, I will need to spend this key up here. So I can't do this right now. Oh no, I can. Because my key count parity will still be... Oh. Okay, so there is no like requirement to collect the key first. You can always open first, then collect the key. The parity will change accordingly no matter what order you do things in. Okay. Well, I definitely need to do one of these things. So I either net 0 myself, or I open this to get keys. Now I will say 4 here looks really bad. Because there's no way I'm leaving here. This costs 8. Yeah, and there's no way I'm getting 8 keys here. So this is not the white key that I want to collect. I need to collect this guy. So definitely just this. Okay, I'm gonna walk in through here. Okay, so now I have to net 0 myself. I can't get past it anyway. Okay, so I guess that net 0 is forced. Okay. Can't open that right now. I need to spend 2, which I can only do here. That's essentially a net 0, but potentially a -2 as well. If I collected this 4, I could potentially also open this. And open here. I need 8 for this. Do I need to open that? I mean, there's 8 keys here. I could. Actually, I need at least 3 here. Ooh. Okay. Question. After the 5 keys I get... So with the 5 keys I get, opening 1 leaves me with 4. Why can't I spend that 4? Wait, no, sorry, hold on. There's a key of 3 here. If I collected this, and I collected that... No, that's horrible. That changes my parity. Wait, that resets my parity, which breaks this. So opening this changes my parity, collecting this resets my parity, and opening this changes my parity again, which I can't do. I can only do it once. But I can only do it twice, not 3 times, otherwise my parity permanently changes. So this is actually not what I do. In fact, I need to collect this white door and this white door. Yes, and the logic is that if you collect this white door, your parity changes. You need to change your parity back using at least one of these guys. And after opening this white door, your parity corrects itself and there's no need to open this anymore. In fact, this will kill you once you do. So yeah, I need to open that, but not that. Which, therefore, still makes this 24 door necessary. Okay, where can I gain 2 here? I can gain 2 there. I can lose 2 here for some reason, but I can also gain 2 here, I guess. Okay. I can get a lot more than 2 here. In fact, I definitely want to open this as soon as possible. So like this is a decent option. This basically net zeros when compared with this. Gives me 4 white keys. Which doesn't really do anything good. Well, it's a net 0 here, so I need 6 white keys, which I can... Yes. The 2 here, which I net 0, plus the 4 here. I need to open this first. The 4 here will open that gate. Sorry, that door. Then the 8 here allows me to collect these 2 orange keys, which is perfect. There you go. Yeah, and with the 4 white keys I have left from here, I can open the last 4 locks. And I was right to say that the 5 key was never used. The 5 key was never used. There you go. That was a good puzzle. It was a mix between logic and optimization. Okay. That's 2D. I think I'm gonna end the episode after solving 210. The bridge. Okay, my attention is immediately drawn to the chunky orange door down there. It seems to be simultaneously blocking one path and keeping another open. Funny how that happens, just from my brief puzzle experience, a door like that sounds like a great setup for a puzzle, at least I hope. Yeah, so this is a... well, it's a 0 orange key checker. If you have an orange key here, you can pass through. But once you use up your orange key, you can no longer pass through. Okay. So question, why don't I net 0 myself? Is it not like amazing if I can just do this? Why not? Why not? Why not? But I can see multiple reasons why it wouldn't work, but not right now. Right now, I realize if I enter here and use my only orange key, I'm done for. Unless I collect the 4 orange keys there, which is death, by the way. These 4 orange keys, I don't have enough locks to get rid of them all. Right. Okay. So blank orange doors in this level basically say that no orange keys suck. You can't net 0 them. You can get them to negative values and it'll still be fine. You can, well, you can net negative yourself and it would be good sometimes. But yeah, I definitely need to open one of these to start. I can try to open here first, which seems like a horrible idea. Because now I have to do this. And I guess I can open this. But we're kind of stuck in a lot of different ways. Again, I can net 0 myself in so many different ways here. I don't know. A lot less logic can be applied here at the moment. Or at least, like, I don't see much I can do. I need to end up with 2 cyans and 0 of each of these colors. Okay. Well, key counting tells me that there are 5 purples and a lot of purple locks. Okay, key counting tells you that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 orange keys in the level and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orange locks. And for blue, 2, 4, 6. There are 7 blue keys and 5 blue locks. Some of these must be rejected, definitely. I said purple. Purple has more locks than keys, which I think is interesting. Whereas the other 2 colors are the opposite. Okay. So what is the logic here? Well, the logic is after entering here to collect 2 purple keys, I still must have some way to use those purple keys. Because I need to get 0 at the end. And I need 2 purple keys to get in the first place, so this is necessary. Yeah, because there's no other way I'm gonna scratch 2 purple keys up. So that's necessary. Okay. I need 2 cyans here. I feel like with 6 orange keys, sorry, with 6 orange locks and 10 orange keys, like there's a very good chance we don't use this at all. Anyway, once you've used this to open that, we only have... Well, this cancels this out. This is essentially a net 0 for purple. So this is not used actually, because I can't scratch up 3 keys for this. This purple cannot open this because I have to spend a purple to get this one. And with the remaining 2 purple that I have, I'm not opening that. So we can scratch off these 2 cyan keys. We have 4 cyan keys left. Sorry, 5. And I guess we do have exactly 5 cyans? Okay, so we need to open this, yes, because we need this. And we need to open that, yes. So we need at least 4. Therefore, we need to open this. Because we need at least 4 cyan keys. Right? And the 2 here and the 1 here just don't count. They don't cut up. They don't cut it. There you go. So I need to open that. I need 2 orange here. Okay. I need this purple, which is a net 0. So I need to access you first, then open you. So I need a cyan key at this point. Aha, so I need to open this. Therefore I need to open all 3 of these cyans. All 3 of these are things I need. I need to open every cyan door. I feel like in addition, well, this cancels this out. This opened this. The only way to use the other 2 is if these are both used as well. And I think that's really interesting. That pushes us to say that we need to get here before this ever gets destroyed. Otherwise, we can't jump over anymore. So... okay, I need to get here really early, actually. Without ever breaking this. Is that true? Is that true? Wait, hold on, I'm thinking again. Yes, because this needs to open this. There's no other way it will work. If this opened any of these first, then this becomes unopenable. This is a net 0. And this must be opened at some point. So we need the net 0 here. Okay. I'm gonna change this to green because I kind of noticed there was a different color. It kind of bothered me a bit. Okay, so we need to preserve this for as long as possible. Okay, but we need to get in here as quickly as possible too. I'm thinking we need to open this door immediately. Then collect the key to save ourselves. Oh yeah, right, I have one. I have 1 orange key, sure. So it is a trap to go in right now because we can only do this, and then we have to come back out and it would break this door. So I think what we actually need is to do that. Okay, yeah, I can already net 0 myself. I think this. Yes, yeah, okay. And the 2 orange keys here will allow me to open this without breaking the door. And now I can do this. Yeah, okay, I can see what I can do here. So this is a net 0. This will help me gain these 2 keys for this guy. I can never collect that. But I see what to do now. Okay. Yeah, with that, we now need 2 keys. Obviously, I can't collect this right now, but I can if I opened you, and then collected both of these guys. And that should be good enough to solve the entire puzzle. Nice. What a fun line of logic. Cool. Okay, and that's 10 levels in World 2 done. I'm gonna end it here because I don't want to spend too long. I'm going to do 2A, B, C, and D next episode. So yeah, stay tuned. Until then, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.